Yeah, very big welcome to you, my dear Capricorn. And of course, always a big welcome to those who felt like that this full moon is having a message for them as well. Because the sun, which is opposite of you 6 months, is in Cancer, right? So Cancer sun is highlighting your full moon. And of course, the moon now in your sign, giving you a strong light, a full light into what is it that you want to achieve, which powerful energy do you want to be successful or bring the success forward? What power are you using, right? Are you using an attached power or a liberated power that is always sitting in the third eye? The same way he is directing these two energies, the dualities, forward out of the city, out in nature on these beautiful summer days. So this is speaking to all of us, of course, right? And the full moon is always a moment where we have that seed that we planted in our last new moon, which was in December, is now blossoming, is now being, manifested. And so I feel that now you have the opportunity to be grateful for what you have so that you can build to the next energy, letting go 6 months of seeing what it is that you really want to let go, and then again building to the full moon next year. Now I'm including the last reading, so for me this is a path, and in the last reading the sun was in Gemini, the number 6, the lovers, and the message there was true love brings you and the world fast forward into higher consciousness. So you had the world, you had the 8 of Wands, like that push forward, and then here this beautiful, like the fate, the blessings that come to us when we work with love, right? True love brings you and the world fast forward into higher consciousness. Now I'm doing these readings because I'm creating my own tarot deck mixed with yoga positions. And so here for the chariot I have Ashwasanchalanasana, the high lounge, the horse, that energy that brings us out, that movement, that horsepower that is bringing us into the success. And of course for you, my dear Capricorn, I use dancer pose, Nataraj Asana, and 3 stages because 3 people, and the triangle with the mountain that we're climbing up, and you can step through the heart immediately into the third eye, allowing yourself to overcome anything that binds you here in a way with love, right? So there's a little bit of a heart shape here. So that's why I painted the heart here. So the more we go and step into the love, we can go up and liberate ourselves. So your court card is the Queen of Pentacles if your birthday is between December 12th and January 8th. This is your court card if it comes up, or if another court card comes up, please look in the description box below. I have listed all the court cards and all my cards that I'm using. I have 22 tarot and oracle decks because it is a path, again and again, the 22 major arcanas, and I begin in the 15th century and of course end in the 21st. And so you also in the first row you get a little bit of a history of the decks. Good, let's begin. The first card, the Visconti Sforza Tarot, created 1450, the 3 of Cups. And the 3 of Cups speaks about a group, because it's already 3 is the number 3. 3 makes a tribe. And we have 2 standing and 1 that has fallen over into the past. And of course these two are standing, these two are always the two people, the dualities, the dark and the light. And the beautiful story here is that the Viscontis had a daughter and the Sforza a son, and they of course got married because power and wealth married. And usually there's no love story involved most of the time, but they really got together in a good way. They had 10 years after their marriage these tarot cards painted. Not all the 78 cards, there were a few missing, but they recreated it. And so here speaks 600 history of a very strong love to you with the 3 of Cups. And that's the 3 graces: love, hope, and belief. Now, which one is pointing into the past? That I leave up to you. Then comes Oswald Wirth, the Hanged Man. He painted only the 22 major arcanas, and of course he was part of the Kabbalistic Rose Cross Order that was formed 1888 in France. And so here comes Le Pendu, the number 12, a 3-3 portal right away, speaking about letting go maybe of the body, mind, spirit. So the mind which is then here getting enlightened. And as you can see, there are 7 steps to enlightenment. And in the end, the enlightenment happens in the crown chakra, in the inversions. When we do headstand and shoulder stands, we start to understand things on a completely different level. And so here you are in the Hanged Man, bringing energy to an enlightenment, to a realization that you got to release something, release the power of the mind wanting to understand certain things that cannot be understood. Certain things we have to let go, then we have an aha moment. Then comes the Hermetic Tarot. This tarot was used in the order of the Golden Dawn that was also formed 1888 in England. Now, why am I using this one is because Arthur Waite and Aleister Crowley both were in this order and learned through the Hermetic Tarot all there is to learn. And as you can see, it's very filled with a lot of mysticism and spiritual knowledge. The 6 of Cups, which is the Sun in Scorpio, speaks about a memory, speaks about a past that was quite fulfilling, but nevertheless it's finished, it's over, it's not here anymore. And so the Hanged Man is the pre-stage to Scorpio. Scorpio, the number 13, 12, 13, right? And so here you have the number 12, which is the 3, which fits here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's very interesting that you have a 3-3 portal and then followed by a 6. So these two energy fit both into this one. So what's happened here with the 3 of Cups, with a group energy that was maybe successful, maybe really beautiful, you had to let go, and now you linger in the memory, still in that energy. Right? So let go, really let go. Now comes the Rider-Waite Tarot, the 6 of Swords. So a 3-3 portal immediately followed by a 6-6 portal. which is Mercury in Aquarius. The message of the age of Aquarius is coming down, bringing you away from what's happening here. Moving forward, the more knowledge you have, the more you're able to say, I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna take these two people with me. Again, the three people that are the most important to me, I'm gonna take them with me, and I'm gonna go and start fresh. I'm gonna start new, right? So 2 times 6 is, again, the power of the third eye, the creative power of the third eye, to know what message you get, visual, then able to leave the emotions that are holding you in an old pattern. Then comes Aleister Crowley, right? Now, these were created in 1920 or published. And of course, what was so revolutionary with his cards is he's not arranging the minor arcanas in a sacred pattern. He added people to it so that people were able to understand them much more easier. And here comes Aleister Crowley, the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is the Sun in Capricorn, but you have the Sun in Cancer, right? So you have the Sun in the opposite energy, which means you need to incorporate this energy into your life so that you can be successful. Now, his story is that his cards were only published 22 years later after his death. And that was 1969. Also a very strong sign, the 22 major arcanas, as a symbol to say, well, his information, his message can only maybe be understood around 1969. And so you're leaving into more stability, you're leaving the Six of Cups, something that doesn't work for you, something that's finished, something that's over, and you're going forward into the Four of Pentacles, a life that has power, that has prestige, that has something that you maybe feel like still that you need, because that's your word, power, right? And so the word power comes up. This is your power. The Four, the stability, right? Connected to this earthly power. So then comes Salvador Dali, 1970. And so the Wheel of Fortune is coming up here. And these are Spanish cards, so I have all different languages here, but it's the picture that is important. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is speaking about the 1 and the 0, the 1 that is saying, hey, you are the magician, you can create something, you can go out there because you have number 15 of your card, a 1, and the 5, the Hierophant. So you have two very spiritual, very powerful energies. And now you have the 1 and the 0, which is saying, magically begin new. Remember that all you know maybe needs to begin a whole new cycle. And of course, what's coming after is here the Golden Dawn Tarot. Now, what's really interesting is that this tarot existed before the Hermetic Tarot, but was never published. And of course, they recreated it and published it in 1978. So this is the original deck that was used in the Golden Dawn. But before this deck was created, they relied on this one. So the Three of Swords is coming right after, and the Three of Swords is Saturn in Libra, is a world pain, is a pain that is coming through the number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's almost looking like 5 rose petals that are falling down, and you have 3 people holding a sword, each one holding that one clear thought, which is then again the 3 of Cups. And the 3 of the Hanged Man. So you have 3 times the 3. 3 times 3 is 9, is a completion in the emotional, in the mental, and in the major arcana of really understanding the spiritual message that is coming through this full moon, right? That is highlighted through Cancer. So yeah, look at this and see what kind of pain is holding you. Maybe a little bit of a prisoner again, maybe connected with the Six of Cups, right? Something in the past that you still not able to really let go of, even though the Wheel of Fortune said let go, really let go, move and change and shift, and understand that here the message that is coming to you, you gotta study and learn, because that's what here Mercury in Aquarius is, learning all the things that the Age of Aquarius is bringing to us. The Eight of Wands, Hermann Handel. Hermann Handel, a German artist that was a prisoner in World War II and got saved by a Jewish Russian soldier. That marked him, and so he years later created the tarot and also really did a beautiful job. Now here the Eight of Wands is speaking about something is gonna fast change and shift and bring you directly into a mastery, again into the four, into a 4-4 portal. So you have 2 times the 4, and 2 times the 4 is the creativity in understanding the heart, right? And so something is gonna move really fast and bring you into a strong understanding that you are the master, that you are powerful. This is an Aries energy. Otherwise, there is no other personality here yet. And that you have to understand that form and structure gives you a strength at the same time. Don't get imprisoned by it. Don't get stuck here in this fortress, right? That you're going in, and then what? What are you going to do in here? You got to understand that there is the circle around the square, liberation, a mastery that only comes from deep within. The first row. So now the next row, it's not that I do past, present and future, it's just so many cards, so I arranged them in 3 rows. And this is a German deck, and I don't have the English yet. The number 50. This is the Oracle E²2, and this oracle is speaking about free and on the go. Right, so I'm gonna stick this little sticker over it. Free and on the go. You're free and on the go to go out there and see what it is that you want to still understand and grow and learn, because the 5 are the tests. The 5 is the Hierophant, which is in your card, the 1 and the 5. So have a look on a deeper level what it is that you want to experience when you are free and on the go. And it says it cannot be better. Just understand that now you are being asked to trust that all the things that come to you are just the right way, and that you can direct the path that you want to go, and that there are unseen strength and powers that are leading you to the right place. And the right place is the 9 of Cups, which is Jupiter in Pisces, which is the lucky card, which is the card where we are happy and fulfilled, standing here like this man, having all the 9 cups standing around him, and he's just excited that his life is going so well and that he has that power to be happy and to use that happiness and really go and be free and go on the go and experience life out there and realize that everything is coming to you. Now the crystal that is coming here is sodalite. And the sodalite is the number 52, and this crystal is really interesting. It's almost like this person is standing here. You see that? It's really interesting. Some of these crystals, the way they are shaped, come together with other cards, and so you are actually standing here very, very strong, very clear. Sodalite 52. And the number 52 is speaking about intention, consciousness, the place of being grown up or being awake, inner knowledge and self-confidence, a clear expression of your intentions. And that is when we find the happiness within us, that we know that from the 6, right, you went to the 9, and it's really interesting. If I turn the card around, it's a 9, or if I turn this one around. But it's this knowledge that you have gained and now have a completion, or feel like there is a completion, coming to you. There's a completion that is now coming from within, and so that you can express out, and that helps you to have a moon dance. And I think it's inviting you tonight to have a moon dance, another 4, a moon dance where you have the sun in Capricorn, which is then in 6 months is your time, and where you have the Aries, the mastery, the master, the medicine woman. These are native Indian. These are 1988, 100 years after these cards, right? And remember, 1888, 888 is a portal, a strong portal that is speaking about the Earth Star, that is speaking about a power that is coming down to us and guiding us. And so now the 8, which is the age of Aquarius, is coming. And the age of Aquarius is speaking here to you through Mercury in Aquarius, learning everything there is to learn about the mystery of astrology and numerology and all the energies that are like guiding us forward, and having the power to walk past. And you have that power. You are a goat. You climbing up the highest mountain, walking forward into the 2 of Cups, Venus in Cancer. The 2 of Cups here, goldfish that are staying forever together, and giving you the power to maybe accept a new relationship. Who knows, maybe with an Aries, maybe not, but realizing that you have the power to bring yourself into this kind of state, because Cancer is here. Cancer is speaking to you strongly. And then comes the fire to the water, right? So the color here is fire. The number is 19, which is connected with the sun in the Tarot. And 19 is a 10, and the 10 is the Wheel of Fortune coming to you again. And so you see that here is a moment of speaking to you, that destiny is bringing this to you. The 2 of Cups is coming to you in a very powerful energy, is saying, yes, things are going to shift, and don't be frozen. Don't be like a rabbit, because the rabbit is afraid of being eaten by the eagle, and the eagle is the higher consciousness that is looking down. This is what the full moon does. The full moon is giving us the power to look down from the bird perspective. And so here you are being invited not to be scared, not to be frozen, and with your mind manifesting things that you don't want to manifest, because they're gonna come if you think like that. So the last row now, you have again the Wheel of Fortune. Change that. See that everything is spinning and that you have 3 times the 10, right? You have the Wheel of Fortune here, you have the Wheel of Fortune again, and you have the fire to see that everything is shifting and changing through the sun. The sun is the center of our solar system, right? And so here you are changing things and understanding that the Muse is speaking to you. Very beautiful, very gently. She's standing here and she says, seek out or act as a positive, inspiring, and helpful muse to another's creativity. The number 29, and 11. And 11, that is saying yes. 11 is a master number. I don't count that together. A 1-1 portal. A 1-1 portal, 2 times 1 is saying yes, go out there and see the creative aspects of all. Become a muse and see that you are that empowered being because you are listening to this reading. You are learning this to become empowered so that you can look again in a new way at the 6 of Cups, which is coming here again. As you can see now in a very different deck, it's speaking again about the 6. Now you have 3 times 6. 666, which is then connected to you because you are 6, 2, 15, 1 and 5 is 6. Right? So the 666 usually was the sign of the beast, which is not. It's the sign of true empowerment, true power here in these emotions, the Lord of pleasure, right? The pleasure to remember beautiful things in your past, in your childhood. And then comes here the air. The air, the number 22, so you have an 11, a 29 of course, but nevertheless an 11 and a 22 framing this energy and giving you the power to see, hey, yes, 11, 22, I can grow and change, and with the air, with the knowledge of the age of Aquarius, I can grow, I can learn, I can free myself, I can move forward. And where you're moving into the 4 of Cups, which is Moon in Cancer. And interesting enough, you have the Sun in Cancer, but the Moon is in your sign. So it's telling me you must incorporate, you must combine these 2 energies, and today is the day. Today is the day where you understand that the Sun in Cancer is highlighting your Moon in Capricorn. And so sometimes we sit in the cup, we sit in the happiness, we sit in that which we want the most and don't see it because we are it, and look at the 3 cups and think, how can I get more? How can I see that these 3 cups here inside, I want more of this? But you already have it. You already have it. You don't need more and more. And I think that's what is coming here through the 6 of Cups, speaking to you. Hey, look at it, what you already have, because 3 and 6 cups are 9, and another 6 cups are 15, and another 2 cups are 17, are the number 8, is that new age of Aquarius coming and telling you, you are the one, you are the one that you're looking for, you are always the one, you are always learning and growing and understanding that everything has its purpose, everything has its power. The 4 times 4, right? You have the 4 here and the 4 here. I'm going to put the 1 down so we see it. 4, 4, 4. 4 times the 4, the heart, the love, the understanding that true love, the true love is necessary for this to dissolve, for this to do in the moon dance tonight. Realize that, because you are worth it. You are that person, a tidy house, a clarity, and an organization that is giving you the power to begin completely new today in this full moon. Wow, such a beautiful message. So I hope I see you in the next one, because then the earth is spinning or turning around the sun, so we see behind it the constellation Leo. Leo is not here, but we have the 8. I thought we had an 8 somewhere. Nope. Yes, we have an 8. Right, so we have an 8 coming to you in speed, in force, and letting you know things can happen really fast. So I wish you a beautiful full moon dance, a full moon dance in your full moon, right? Dance, because the dance is Nataraj Asana, the dancer pose. Until then, I thank you so much for being with me. Namaste.